Hey everyone, and welcome back to another explainer where we're jumping right into the facts, the data, and the details that actually matter to you. Today we're going to unpack how to completely transform a standard, maybe kind of basic health insurance policy into a highly customized, proactive wellness shield. Specifically, we're taking a magnifying glass to the ICICI Lombard Activate Booster. Let's get started.
So, we all start out with a base policy safety net, right? It's just the responsible thing to do. But I want you to ask yourself something. What happens when that net starts to fray under the intense, frankly crazy pressure of modern, skyrocketing healthcare costs? You might have coverage on paper, sure, but is it actually flexible enough to adapt to what treatments cost today compared to, say, even 5 years ago? That is the exact problem this specific policy design is trying to solve.
Because instead of feeling stuck with a stuffy, rigid policy that hasn't exactly evolved with the times, we're going to see how you can bridge that gap. We're looking at how a structured, super top-up can add maximum flexibility to your life. It's all about rising above those standard base policy limitations. And the best part is, you don't necessarily have to scrap the coverage you already have to do it. All right, here's our roadmap for today. 1. The rising healthcare gap. 2. Boosting your base coverage. 3. Comparing plans A and B. 4. Powerful optional upgrades. 5. Waiting periods and discounts. And 6. Tracking your daily wellness. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the rising healthcare gap when the net frays. Okay, so the core concept we need to understand here is the super top-up. Think of it as a giant overarching shield. It doesn't get triggered for a minor run-of-the-mill clinic visit. Instead, it activates only after your baseline expenses. What the industry calls deductibles are completely cleared. You're essentially telling the insurance company, hey, I'll handle the first 5 locks using my base policy or my savings, but after that, I need you to step in. It's an incredibly cost-effective way to secure a massive safety net for those major unforeseen medical emergencies. Moving right along to Section 2, boosting your base coverage, the armor upgrade. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Have you heard about this future-proof feature? As we age and eventually retire, our income drops, which makes paying those out-of-pocket deductibles a whole lot harder. Well, this feature lets you seamlessly convert this top-up policy into a base policy with zero deductible during those critical retirement years, specifically between the ages of 55 and 65. The only catch? You have to have originally purchased the policy before you turned 50 and kept renewing it continuously. It's honestly a brilliant way to lock in your future security while you're still young and actively working. All right, on to Section 3, comparing plans A and B, choosing your foundation. So both of these plans are absolute powerhouses, offering overall coverage limits all the way up to an unbelievable 3 crores. They also share identical deductible options, starting from 3 locks all the way up to 20 locks. But here is the absolutely crucial difference you need to pay attention to. Plan A gives you significantly longer pre- and post-hospitalization coverage. We're talking 90 days before you go to the hospital and 180 days after you're discharged. Plan B offers a tighter window, 60 days before and 90 days after. So if you're anticipating needing long-term recovery care, Plan A is definitely the standout choice. Now, tucked away in the fine print of both plans is a massive, and I mean massive, benefit. There is zero zone-based copayment. In a lot of policies, if you buy your insurance in a smaller town but end up needing treatment in a major metro hospital, you actually pay a penalty out of your own pocket. Not here. Whether you live in a Zone A city like Mumbai or Delhi, or a Zone C area like Kerala or Punjab, neither plan penalizes you. You get equal access to healthcare across all zones, zero geographical financial penalties, just like it should be. Section 4, powerful optional upgrades, customizing your power-ups. Okay, let's talk about the Jumpstart feature, because frankly, it's a total game changer. Normally, if you have a pre-existing condition, insurers make you wait years, literally years, before you can claim a single dime related to it. Jumpstart totally defies standard insurance norms. It drops that agonizingly long pre-existing disease waiting period to a mere 30 days. If you're managing something like asthma, diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, or obesity, this optional cover is an absolute must-look. And wait, there's another brilliant upgrade, the Guaranteed Deductible Reduction. This feature literally rewards your loyalty by structurally shrinking your out-of-pocket baseline over time. Every single time you renew your policy, your chosen deductible shrinks by 10%, up to a maximum of a 50% reduction from what you initially opted for. Think about that. It means your top-up coverage kicks in sooner and sooner the longer you hold on to the policy.
But the customization doesn't stop there, you guys. You can literally bolt on several lifestyle and emergency upgrades. You can add the BeFit cover for cashless OPD, pharmacy, and even physiotherapy, all managed straight through their app. For absolute worst-case emergencies, there's a domestic air ambulance cover. You also have options for a cashless health checkup, dependent accommodation benefits paying up to 1,000 rupees a day if you're hospitalized, and get this, unlimited teleconsultations right from your couch. It is highly modular, letting you build exactly what you need. Let's dive into Section 5, Waiting Periods and Discounts. The fine print simplified.
Let's break down the timeline, because unless you specifically opt for that jumpstart upgrade we just talked about, this is the standard waiting period timeline you're looking at. There's a standard 30-day initial waiting period for all claims. Then there's a 90-day wait for conditions like diabetes or hypertension, assuming they aren't pre-existing, of course. Specific diseases and procedures, like bariatric surgery, take 2 years to be covered. And standard pre-existing diseases take 3 full years before coverage applies.
Now let's talk about keeping money in your pocket. To optimize your finances, the policy offers some incredibly robust and honestly unique discounts. It really shows how insurers are evaluating risk today. Check this out. Good wellness habits can net you up to a 30% discount. If you're a non-resident Indian, boom, there's a flat 25% discount. And incredibly, your financial health impacts your medical premiums too. A strong civil credit score can lower your premiums by up to 15%. Good physical and financial habits directly save you money here. It's a win-win. Finally, Section 6, Tracking Your Daily Wellness, the Ecosystem.
It all comes together with the IL Take Care app. By utilizing this digital platform, the policy totally transforms. You get access to features like face scan, a health quotient assessment that gives you a non-clinical overview of your actual health risks, and a built-in exercise tracker. It takes your insurance from being this passive break glass in case of emergency document in a drawer somewhere and turns it into a highly active daily wellness companion. You track your steps, consult doctors, manage claims, all in one place. So I want to leave you with this crucial thought today. Take a hard look at your current coverage and really ask yourself, are you just protected against the worst case scenario, or are you actually empowered to live your best life every single day? As healthcare costs continue to skyrocket, having a flexible, proactive system like this might just be the most important investment you can make. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to always keep asking the right questions about your coverage. See you next time.